Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Caleb2K and I'm back with a brand new episode of this Atlanta Hawks franchise dynasty, MyNBA, whatever you want to call it. We are in episode number 20, also known as season 2, episode 5. What a dunk from Keldon Johnson right there. But before I get into this, if you like this video, then like the video so that I know that you liked it, nigga. It only makes sense. Y'all went crazy. Y'all showed mad love in the last episode. Another 1 out of 10. For those y'all that don't know, basically when you upload a YouTube video, YouTube compares the performance that it's doing at that time to the performance of your last 10 videos. And I've been on a streak where basically every single episode that I upload ends up being a 1 out of 10 right out of the gate, meaning that every episode is getting more and more support than the previous one. So I appreciate y'all for that. And that last episode with Jordan Poole's debut in the trade, that was actually one of my most viewed videos. But nevertheless, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because we're getting close to 490. Now it's time to get to the big trade. If y'all remember, we did trade for Jordan Poole, but Keldon Johnson was not in that trade. And if you guys remember, he wanted out. So I initially tried to see if we could get him, trade him for like a young star, like an all-star caliber player like Anthony Edwards. I tried to give him everything I really thought that I could, but the Timberwolves weren't budging. So you know what I decided? I was like, you know what? Okay, maybe Keldon Johnson can't get us a player like Anthony Edwards, but maybe he could get us a player that's a tier below, a guy who isn't exactly as good as Anthony Edwards is right now, but if he's also a young player who can continue to grow, a great bucket getting wings. Preferably I wanted a wing. So I was looking at guys like Jaylen Brown, Brandon Ingram, Anthony Edwards, and they all said no. But then I was like, let's go to the smaller tier. Let's look at guys like RJ Barrett. And RJ Barrett specifically caught my, gratitude. He can score, he can defend. He's not as efficient as Keldon Johnson, but I wanted him on my team nevertheless. And they go for about the same money in terms of extension. They both are on a contract year, so they're going to get paid relatively same amount, and we were able to make it work. They initially wanted Jalen Johnson. I said, nah, I'll give you DeLon Wright and an extra pick. They threw in an unprotected first round as well, and now we've got RJ Barrett on the team, and we're gonna try to we do have his bird rights, so we are gonna try and re-sign him, because he is gonna be a restricted free agent in the upcoming off season. But for our lineup, I'm going to once again move Jordan Poole to the 6th man, because that's really his role. But this basically confirms that Jordan Poole is not going to be in the starting lineup at any point in this season, because now we have completely upgraded. And RJ Barrett, he is not as efficient as Keldon Johnson, but he can still, he's not as efficient shooter, but he's a great defender. And for the Knicks, them getting Keldon Johnson, it does make a lot of sense, because they are a really good defensive team. They're not very good offensively, so getting a dude who is much better on the offensive side of the ball, I think is going to benefit them a whole lot more. Not saying that RJ Barrett isn't better than Keldon Johnson, he is, but Keldon Johnson suits the Knicks' needs offensively more than RJ Barrett does, because he is the best shooter in the league. And also, Keldon Johnson is going to get a space. He's going to get a team where he's going to get that star role that he's been wanting on the Hawks, but he never got. And that's the main reason why he wanted out. But anyways, his first game of the season is going to be against the New Orleans Pelicans. So let's jump right into it. And it didn't take long for him to show us his defensive impact. You see him guarding Brandon Ingram, getting the steal immediately, and then Trae Young is gonna get the layup in transition. And as you can see, RJ Barrett already showing us the impact he can have on this team defensively, getting into the lane, kicking it out to RJ Barrett. That was one thing that we liked about Keldon Johnson as well. He was very good at getting to the hole, and it just makes it even better that RJ Barrett is a much better finisher than Keldon Johnson. RJ can dunk on niggas. Keldon Johnson can't do it consistently, at least. You see Trae Young getting a three-pointer right there, and now RJ dishing over to DeAndre Hunter, and I hope that this becomes a very good two-way wing duo. Obviously, it's not going to be as good as what Kawhi Leonard and Paul George have, or even what Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown have, but I hope that it could be good enough so that when we have a point guard in Trae Young can get the job done, because when you look at the Clippers and when you look at the Celtics, the one thing that they need to really be taken over the hump in a lot of people's eyes is a competent point guard. And then when you look at our team, we already have one of the best point guards in the league in Trae Young. You see RJ Barrett's first shot is going to be a brick. But as I was saying, we have one of the best point guards in the league in Trae Young. And so even if our wing duo, oh my goodness, look at RJ Barrett. His first point is going to be a poster. And I don't mean to cut myself off, but he gonna do it again, man. RJ Barrett, you better get out the way if you see him driving to that lane. And now he's gonna knock down the 3-point shot. 7 quick points for RJ Barrett in his debut. But as I was saying, man, when you look at the teams like the Celtics and the Clippers, and they have 2 excellent wings, they have a great wing duo, but they don't have a good point guard. And then when you look at our team, we have one of the best point guards in the NBA. So DeAndre Hunter and RJ Barrett, they don't even have to be like on the level of Tatum and Brown or Kawhi and Paul George, because we have a point guard who's one of the best in the league. And I feel like they're both very young and they both have potential to even be like a Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. And if that could happen, this team is going to be a dynasty. But as you can see, not DeMarcus Cousins, Onyeka Okongwu throwing a leak out to Kevin Huerter, and then Trae Young's gonna knock down this 3-ball right here. Just a quick look at the standings. You see we are second now. We pretty much have gained a lot of separation since acquiring Jordan Poole over the Boston Celtics. So now it's really our second seed to lose. We already know the Sixers are gonna lock up that first seed, and if we're gonna make it back to the conference finals, if we're gonna make it to the finals, we have to beat that team. I'm prepared for it. I'm not even like, you know what I'm saying? Like you just know. They're like the Eastern Conference version of the Golden State Warriors. Jesus Christ, I almost choked on my own spit. Pause. Onyeka Okongwu goes to the line. He's going to knock down both free throws. And now RJ, again, that defense, man. John Collins is going to get the steal, but RJ Barrett pressured the fuck out of that man. And then John Collins going to catch the lob. It bounced up in the air and it went in like Kawhi's game winner in Game 7 against the Philadelphia 76ers in 2019. But anyways, Trae Young's going to miss the floater. Capella's going to get the board and slam it down to get us started in this second half. Jordan Poole swings to RJ Barrett, who is cutting off the pick and roll, and he's gonna get the layup right there. He's got 11, and now Poole controlling the pace. He's gonna go off the screen, pick and roll, drive, get the wide open layup. Jordan Poole getting his first bucket of the game, and now Poole looking. He doesn't know what to do. He gets to RJ. RJ's gonna drive, Euro step, and dunk it. RJ Barrett, man, just such a great finisher. Now you see he's got his takeover, so you know he's getting the ball. And now he's going to he's not going to do any of that. He's just going to lay it up over his former Duke teammate in Zion Williamson. And hey, man, if he ain't happy in New Orleans, you could always come down to Atlanta, my brother. Who knows? But anyways, throwing the alley-oop to Clint Capella, and now Trae Young is really starting to get back on what he was on in the first quarter. In this fourth quarter, just being more aggressive. But then the Pelicans start to form a little comeback. Brandon Ingram knocking down this mid-range pull right there, and now Trae looking, dishes it to RJ, who's gonna posterize Jonas Valanciunas. That's like his third contact dunk of this game. Trae absolutely killing CJ McCollum with that step back mid-range, and it is a 10-point game. But Zion's gonna find CJ in the corner, who's gonna get fouled and get the and one on this 3, and now it is a 6-point game. CJ looking fine, Zion, and Zion is giving John Collins that work. Trae Young getting doubled, kicks it to RJ, who's going to green that clutch 3-point shot to give himself 20 points in his first game. And now CJ McCollum taking advantage of Trae Young guarding him. He's gonna get the and one. He's flexing on Trae, but that's not a good idea, my brother, because you're losing. But anyway, CJ finding Zion, and Zion says John Collins is way too sweet. He's gonna lay that brother up, and now it's clutch time, crunch time, and you know exactly what Ice Trae's gonna do with the game on the line. Gets a wide open layup, timeout, and now it's time for us to play some D. CJ McCollum, amazing contest from Clint Capella, using his long arms to get there, and now John Collins just baptized Devontae Graham, and that is going to be the dagger. We are going to win this game 103-94, and you see John Collins, he hype, he dapping everybody up. Trae Young hype. This was a great win. The Pelicans were actually, I believe, the first seed in their conference, so this was a great great win. Trae Young with 27, RJ with 20, Capella with 26 rebounds, man. But anyways, you see RJ Barrett had 20. Same thing with Jordan Poole, man. I don't know. New trades, they just get 20 in our debut. This is the second time that has happened. But anyways, that's going to wrap up this episode. In the next episode, we will be finishing the season and taking a look at our playoff opponents. It's your boy Caleb 2K. I love y'all. I love all the support. If you like the video, then like the video so that I know that you liked it, nigga. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.